In a world where fashion trends change faster than the seasons, some names rise above the noise. Not because they chase attention, but because they carry a presence that feels undeniable. Tish is one of those names. She didn't just step into the Instagram fashion scene to post pretty pictures. She arrived with a vision, a signature style, and the quiet confidence of someone who understood early on that influence is not about followers, it's about impact. Her journey is not just the story of a fashion model, it's the story of a modern woman turning creativity into power and personal style into a global identity. And if you love inspiring stories like this, welcome to Sweet Model's World, where we spotlight the rising stars shaping today's fashion culture. Stay connected because every model has a story, and some stories deserve to be told like a movie. Tish is widely recognized as an Instagram fashion influencer and model whose content reflects elegance, confidence, and the kind of polished aesthetic that instantly captures attention. She is part of a new generation of digital fashion personalities who have built their careers not through traditional runway routes alone, but through social media platforms where creativity, branding, and authenticity matter just as much as appearance. While many influencers rely heavily on trends, Tish has built her presence around something deeper: consistency, visual storytelling, and the ability to transform everyday fashion into a statement. From the outside, her world looks glamorous. Stylish outfits, professional photo shoots, perfect lighting, and locations that feel like scenes from a fashion magazine. But behind every flawless post is a story of discipline and determination. The truth is, fashion influencing is not as effortless as it looks. It demands planning, strategy, and an eye for detail that most people underestimate. Tish has proven that she is not only a model in front of the camera, but also a creative director of her own brand. Although much of her personal background remains private, what is clear is that Tish's rise has been shaped by ambition. She represents the kind of influencer who understands the value of mystery, keeping certain details away from the spotlight while allowing her work to speak louder than her personal life. This approach has added to her appeal, making her audience focus on her style, her aesthetic, and the lifestyle she shares rather than gossip or controversy. Tish's fashion identity is best described as modern, bold, and refined. She has a way of wearing outfits that look expensive even when they are simple. Her styling choices often balance confidence with class, whether she's wearing streetwear, fitted dresses, luxury-inspired looks, or casual outfits that still feel elevated. Her audience doesn't just follow her because she is beautiful. They follow her because she inspires them to see fashion differently. She reminds people that style isn't about copying others. It's about discovering who you are and expressing it without fear. One of the most powerful things about Tish is how she uses Instagram like a runway of her own making. Every post feels intentional. Her photos don't look random. They look curated, as if she is building a visual diary of her evolution. And that is what separates serious influencers from temporary internet trends. Tish understands branding. She understands that people don't only remember clothes, they remember how you made them feel. As her influence grew, her name began to circulate more widely among fashion fans and Instagram model communities. Her posts gained stronger engagement, and her online visibility expanded. With that came opportunities. Like many Instagram fashion influencers, Tish's growth opened doors to collaborations, brand promotions, and partnerships with fashion labels that saw her as a valuable face for their products. The influencer world thrives on trust, and Tish has built that trust through consistency and presentation. Her followers see her not just as a model, but as someone who represents a lifestyle. She gives the impression of someone who is always moving forward, always leveling up, always refining her image. That type of energy attracts people because it feels like motivation in visual form. In a world where many feel stuck, watching someone like Tish succeed becomes a reminder that growth is possible. But what many people don't realize is that being an influencer requires mental toughness. The pressure to always look perfect, to always post content, to keep up with algorithm changes, and to deal with public opinion is not easy. Yet, Tish continues to thrive. That alone suggests that she has developed a strong mindset, one that allows her to handle the challenges of being in the spotlight. Tish's ability to remain relevant also comes from her adaptability. Fashion is constantly changing, and social media is even faster. Trends rise and disappear overnight. But influencers like Tish survive because they don't rely on trends alone. They rely on identity. She doesn't look like she's trying to be someone else. She looks like she's building her own lane. And when someone builds their own lane, they don't have to compete with the crowd. Her content often highlights fashion not as a luxury reserved for celebrities, but as a tool for confidence. That is why many of her followers connect with her. People don't only want outfit inspiration, they want the feeling of transformation. They want to believe that by dressing better, by presenting themselves better, they can unlock a stronger version of themselves. Tish delivers that message without needing to say much. Her visuals speak. As her Instagram presence continues to expand, Tish has become associated with the image of the modern fashion muse, stylish, independent, ambitious, and unafraid to embrace attention. Her modeling style is often described as natural yet powerful. She doesn't need exaggerated expressions. She can communicate confidence through posture alone. That's a skill many models take years to master. The modeling world has always been competitive, but social media has changed the rules. Now, models are not only judged by agencies or photographers, they are judged by the public. And Tish has proven that she can win in this new era because she understands what people want to see: beauty with personality, fashion with storytelling, and glamour with authenticity. Another major part of Tish's appeal is her photography style. Her images often carry a clean and polished quality that feels editorial. The lighting is carefully chosen, the angles are flattering, and the settings match her outfits. Whether she is posing in an urban environment, indoors with minimalist tones, or outdoors with natural scenery, she maintains an aesthetic that feels cohesive. This consistency is crucial in building a recognizable brand, and it is one of the reasons she stands out. Over time, her online image has likely grown beyond Instagram alone. Many fashion influencers use their platforms as a stepping stone to other opportunities such as brand ambassadorships, collaborations with designers, and even launching their own fashion lines. While not every influencer takes that route, Tish's image suggests she has the potential for bigger ventures. She carries herself like someone who understands long-term success. What makes her story inspiring is not just the fame, but what it represents. Tish is proof that the digital world can be turned into a career when someone has a clear vision. She shows that you don't need to wait for permission to become a fashion icon. In the past, models had to depend entirely on agencies, magazines, or runway bookings to be seen. Today, influencers like Tish create their own spotlight. They build their own audience. They control their own narrative. That is power. And it is the kind of power that motivates young women across the world to dream bigger. Many of her followers likely see her as an example of what is possible when someone combines beauty with ambition. She represents the idea that success is not only about talent, it's about consistency, courage, and self-belief. Even with her growing fame, Tish remains a figure of style rather than controversy. She is known primarily for fashion content, modeling posts, and lifestyle inspiration. In a world where social media personalities often become famous for drama, this is refreshing. It shows that you can build a strong online presence through creativity and elegance rather than negativity. And that's one of the reasons her brand feels clean and attractive. She fits into the category of influencers that fashion companies feel comfortable working with because her content aligns with professional marketing standards. That makes her not only popular, but marketable, a key factor in long-term success. Tish also reflects the modern idea that fashion is not only about clothing, it's about identity. The way she dresses, the way she poses, and the way she presents herself sends a message. Confidence is built, not given. You don't wake up powerful. You create power through how you carry yourself, through discipline, through growth. Her journey reminds us that behind every glamorous photo is someone who likely faced doubts. Someone who had to build confidence step by step. Someone who had to learn how to handle criticism, how to stay motivated, and how to keep going even when progress was slow. Because no influencer grows overnight. The public only sees the moment someone becomes popular, but they don't see the months or years of quiet effort before that moment arrives. And that's where the real inspiration lies. Tish's rise in the Instagram fashion world is a symbol of what happens when someone refuses to play small. She didn't wait to be discovered. She created a platform that made people notice her. She built an image strong enough to attract attention naturally. She understood that in today's world, personal branding is everything. The way you present yourself online can open doors you never imagined. Her story is still unfolding, but one thing is already clear. She is not just another influencer passing through the timeline. She is building a legacy in her own way. Whether her future includes major fashion campaigns, magazine features, runway opportunities, or business ventures, she has already established something powerful: visibility and influence. And perhaps that is her biggest achievement. She has become proof that style can become a career, that a creative mind can become a brand, that confidence, when combined with strategy, can become success. In a time where many people feel uncertain about their future, Tish represents the opposite. She represents clarity. She represents self-belief. She represents the ability to turn passion into purpose. And if you're watching her journey, there's something important you should remember. Her success is not magic. It's momentum. It's the result of choices made daily, choices to stay consistent, to improve, to show up, and to keep building even when no one is clapping yet. That is the real lesson behind her glamorous feed. Tish is more than an Instagram fashion influencer. She is a symbol of modern ambition. A reminder that beauty is powerful, but vision is unstoppable. She is part of the new era of models who don't just wear fashion, they become fashion. They don't just follow trends, they create them. And as her name continues to rise, one thing is certain: the world is watching. If you enjoyed this cinematic look into the life and rise of Tish, make sure you stay connected with Sweet Models World, where we bring you the stories behind the faces shaping today's modeling and influencer culture. Because every model has a journey, and every journey has a lesson, and the next story might inspire you more than you expect.